Hello boys and girls. In this video, we're going to do something really interesting. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write code to automate a YouTube channel, like fully automate a YouTube channel. And a quick spoiler alert, I have done this just now. And let me tell you, I am completely shocked to see how capable ChatGPT actually is. And if you would ask me to describe it in one word, I would say it is magic. ChatGPT is able to generate code in seconds according to your requirements, and it's incredible. Make sure you watch this video until the end, and I'm pretty sure you will be shocked just like me. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's ask ChatGPT to write code to completely automate a YouTube channel. Let's go. Before moving on, a quick word about the sponsors of this video. This video is sponsored by appmysite.com. If you have a website and want to convert it into a native mobile application for both Android and iOS, then AppMySite is the way to go. With AppMySite, you can convert a website into a native mobile app in as less as 10 minutes without having to write a single line of code. It is as simple as entering the link to your website, choosing your app icon, color theme, and customize other settings like what pages to display, how to align them, etc. etc. And once you're done, you can even go ahead and preview your own app on your own device to see how it turned out. With AppMySite, you also have access to lots of other features like the ability to monetize your app with Google AdMob, integrated with Firebase, and you can even publish updates to your app. All of these can be done from within your AppMySite dashboard itself without having to write any code. So go ahead and check out appmysite.com. You can start building your own mobile application for free of cost, preview it, and only if you liked what AppMySite built for you, you can go ahead and subscribe to one of their affordable plans to be able to publish your app to Google Play or App Store. The link will be in the description below, so make sure you give it a try if you're looking to convert a website into a mobile application. So let me show you the plan that I have in mind. We are basically going to create YouTube Shorts because it's the most famous format of videos on YouTube right now. So what we're going to do is we are going to retrieve top posts from famous subreddits. We're going to get the title of the post and the content, and then we're going to save these into a JSON file and then convert these posts into a vertical video for YouTube Shorts format. So basically we retrieve top posts from famous subreddits and we convert them into a video. We make a vertical video and then we display these posts on the video with the black background. Not only that, we are also going to add a text-to-speech audio to these videos. So we are going to use a text-to-speech system, and then we are going to convert the text of the particular Reddit post into speech, and we are going to merge it with our video. And finally, we will upload them to YouTube as shorts. If you know this, Reddit has some pretty interesting stories posted by people, and I actually go through my Reddit feed from time to time if I'm bored, to read some stories, confessions of other people, conspiracy theories, etc., etc. There are many subreddits that are dedicated to these kinds of interesting stories. So we're going to retrieve those stories posted by people on Reddit, and then we're going to compile them into a video, and we're also going to add an audio that is nothing but text to speech of that particular text. And when it comes to the subreddits that we're going to target in this video, we have one that's called True Off My Chest, which is basically a subreddit for people to post their confessions, post their stories from their lives, etc., etc. And then there's another one called The Truth Is Here, which is a similar kind of subreddit. And then we have another one called Life Pro Tip. So obviously there are many subreddits like this, but we'll be taking these 3 subreddits as our use case in this video. So let me go ahead. I have ChatGPT opened up right now, and I'm going to start asking ChatGPT to write code for me, and let's see how well it does. So the first task that we have before us is to retrieve the top posts or the most liked posts from these subreddits, right? So let's ask ChatGPT to do that for us. So I'll just write Python code to retrieve famous posts from subreddits and then save them to a JSON file. All right, so it is very quick to generate some code. It says here is an example of Python code that uses the PRA, which stands for Python Reddit API Wrapper Library, to retrieve the top 10 posts from this funny subreddit and saves the data into a JSON file. So here's the code. I'm just gonna copy it and paste it in my code editor. So it says here that we need to replace the client ID, client secret, username, password, and user agent with your actual values. But I'm not sure if you actually need username and password. I think you only need client ID and client secret. You don't need these two fields. So let's ask ChatGPT, do I actually, or is client ID and client secret enough? Oh, there you go. You only need to pass the client ID, client secret if you only need to read data from the Reddit API. If you also want to be able to post, comment, or vote, then you'll need to pass username and password, which makes a lot of sense. So we don't need username and password here because we are not commenting on stuff. We are just trying to retrieve data. And the client ID and client secret, I have them ready with me here. I have created a developer account on Reddit. And I'm gonna just copy my client ID, paste it here. Similarly, copy my client secret, paste it here. And for the user agent, I'm just gonna say Python script. So it's retrieving the posts and then it's saving these particular fields to the JSON file, but I don't see the content. I only see the title, URL, score, and author, but we also want the content. For example, if you take this particular Reddit post, for example, this is the title of the post and this is the actual content. This is the actual content. So we also require this actual content because it's kind of like the main story. So I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT to do that. I also want to retrieve and save the content of the post. All right, so now it has updated the code, and this time it's also adding the post content to the JSON file. So let me just copy this portion of the code and replace it. And one more thing, I need to change this subreddit. By default, ChatGPT set the subreddit as funny, but I'm gonna change it to true of my chest because we want to access or retrieve posts from this particular subreddit. And yeah, that should be ready to go. Let me go ahead and try to execute this and see what it generates. So it has created a post.json file. Let me open it up and enable word wrap. And there you go. We have the title, the content, and the URL. So that's perfect. We are done with the first step, which is retrieving posts from the subreddits and then also saving them into a JSON file. Now we have to convert these posts into a vertical video. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's ask ChatGPT to do that for us. So I'm gonna say, I want to convert each post into a video. Title and the content of the post must be displayed on the video with a black background. The video must be at least 30 seconds. And we are going to change the length of the video later on, but we'll just start with 30 seconds. And then I should say the video aspect ratio must be 9:16, which means 1080 pixels width and 1920 pixels height. So let's go ahead and request ChatGPT to do that. Okay, sometimes it gives you an error. So my way to fix it is that I just refresh the page and ask it the same question again, and it should work. There you go. It's now generating the code for us. All right, so it generated the code to create a video, and copy that, paste it here, and I'm actually going to convert this into a function so that it will be much easier to deal with. I'm going to call it create video. So I'm just going to pass in the JSON data as the input, and let's go ahead and do that. All right, I think it's now generating or creating the video. So let's see if it works without any issue. I'm waiting for the video to finish. Okay, there you go. The video is now generated. There you go. Post.mp4 280 KB. All right. Okay. That's not really good. I mean, obviously that's not really good, but yeah, we are going to fix that very soon. All right, so obviously we need to align the title and the content appropriately, and we need to also increase the length of the video so that we actually will be able to read the content, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me the definition of put text so that we will be able to make any changes. So I'm going to say give what put text function take as arguments. So it takes the image, it takes the text to be displayed, it takes the coordinates of the bottom left corner of the text string, all right, and it takes the font face, and then it takes the font scale, which is the scale factor of the text. The value is used to determine the size of the text, the color, the thickness, and the line type. So I'm just gonna set the x coordinate to like 5, and then I'm gonna set the font scale to 2. The thickness, I'll let it be 2 again, and I'll change the color to green by changing the RGB values. And this is for the title, so that is why I have increased the font scale. And for the content, I'm gonna set the x coordinate to 5, and the y coordinate, since we already have the title text at the top of the video, we need to give it some padding. So I'm just gonna change it to 200, and then I'm gonna change the font scale to 1, and thickness should be 2. That works fine, I guess. And then we also need to make sure that the video is long enough for us to actually be able to read it, read the text inside it, I mean. So in order to do that, I can basically keep writing the same frame again and again for a certain amount of time. So I will just say for I in range, let's say I want the video to be like 20 seconds. So I want to keep writing the same frame for 20 seconds, 20 into 30, which is the FPS that we set for the video. And then I'm going to write this image, out.write of image, so that the same frame will be written over and over again, and the length of the video will be 30 seconds. And I'm gonna remove the cv2.wait key, and let's see now if it looks any better. Oh, and I just realized that we're actually overwriting the video again and again because we're using the same name. So I'm just gonna make use of the UUID library. I'll actually create a new folder that says output. And over here, I will add a new variable called video name, and I'll say video plus uuid.uuid4 to generate a random string so that we don't overwrite the same video again and again, plus .mp4. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say os.path.join. We want the videos to be saved to the output folder, so I'll just say output comma video name. So let's go ahead and try this out now. Okay, can only concatenate. Okay, I think I need to convert this into a string. Let's try that again. All right, would you look at that? So it's now creating the videos. So let me play the video. All right, that's not bad. It's a lot better than the previous output that we got. So you can see the text, the title is bigger in font, and it has a green color, and then below it is the actual content. Obviously the text, both the title and the content, is being cut off and it's not being aligned properly within the width of the video, and we will fix that. We'll actually ask ChatGPT to fix that for us. Is there anything else that we want to change? We obviously want to add some padding between the top of the screen and the title. So let's go ahead and first add the padding. So I'll come down and I'll change the y coordinate to 100, and for the content I'll change it to 250. Okay, and also, what is the length of the video? It's 20 seconds. Cool, that's what I asked it to be. Let's go back to ChatGPT and complain that our text is not properly getting fit inside the video. So I'll say the title text and the content text is being cut off. Modify the code in such a way that the text will be split into multiple lines such that each line do not exceed the width of the video. Let's see. Alright, so let's see what it generated for us. One way to split the text into multiple lines that do not exceed the width of the video is to make use of the cv2.getTextSize function to calculate the size of the text and then split the text into lines based on the width of the video. That makes a lot of sense. Here's an example of how you can modify the code to split the text into multiple lines. So it has generated the code for us. Let's actually look for the logic that we need to do the splitting, because we don't have to copy all the code. So I'm just gonna copy this part and add it into my code, and let's see if that looks any better. Okay, so let me open the video, and that looks a lot better, doesn't it? So you can see there is a nice padding between the title and the content between each line, and you can also see the text is wrapped into multiple lines so that it doesn't get cut off, or in other words, it doesn't exceed the width of the video, which is great. That is what we asked ChatGPT to do, and it was able to do it. It was able to write the perfect logic to do that. So you can see the other examples as well. These are the other posts. Everything looks awesome. So I guess we are also done with the step of converting these posts into the vertical video, and then we'll move on to the next task, which is to add the text-to-speech audio to these videos. Let's go ahead and ask ChatGPT to do that for us. So I'm gonna say convert the text into audio using text-to-speech system, and then add this audio to the corresponding video. The video length should also match the length of the text-to-speech audio. I hope that's clear enough. Convert the text into audio using text-to-speech system, and then add this audio to the corresponding, I'm going to say, post text. I'm going to mention both title and content into audio using text-to-speech system, and then add this audio to the corresponding audio. The video length should also match the length of the. One way to convert text to speech and add the audio is to use the GTTS, which stands for Google Text to Speech Library in Python. That's awesome. So ChatGPT just told us what library to use in order to achieve this, and it's now generating the code. Okay, so it first made use of the GTTS library, which stands for Google Text to Speech, to generate the speech from the text, and then it used the PyDub library to add the audio to the video. So here's the code. I'm not going to copy this whole code into my project because I only need the logic to generate the audio and then add it to my video. The rest of the logic is already given to us by ChatGPT. So if you copy paste the code ChatGPT gives you, you might run into issues. So this is where a little bit of your coding knowledge is required. So you have to actually go through the code to understand what it is doing and then import the necessary functionality to your project. So in this case, it is first getting the text to speech using GTTS for both the title and the content, and then it's adding them both and exporting them into a MP3 format, postaudio.mp3. And then it's calculating the audio duration in seconds. And then this is the logic to add the text to the video, which we already have. So we don't need this logic right now. And finally, it is writing the image to the video based on the audio duration. So this is one thing that we also require. So I'm just going to copy the code from here to here. I'll paste it. So once we have the audio duration, we can go ahead and generate the video with this for loop. So I'm going to replace this for loop that I've written with the one that ChatGPT gave me, because I want the video to be the same length as that of the audio, the text to speech audio. So after we generated the video, we also need to add the audio to the video. So this is the command that we can make use of using ffmpeg. So I'll just copy these both lines as well, paste it here, and I'm going to make changes to some video file names. Let's go. No errors. Let's just wait for the output now. So it seems like we ran into some issue that is generated by FFmpeg. So let's ask ChatGPT about it. I got an error that says, okay, so it says the error message that you're seeing is likely caused by the fact that the video is still open when you try to add the audio using FFmpeg command. So we need to use the release method to release the video. That's what it says. So it's giving us the corrected code, but let's go ahead and correct it ourselves. So I think we need to move the statement before we execute this command. So right over here. So that's what it says. So let me go ahead. Let's see if that's going to fix it. Fingers crossed. All right. So it has generated one video and it is now generating the second one. So let's open the first video. Fingers crossed. I hope it looks good. So let's see.
Racist comments made how to approach. Last night I was in a circle of friends all hanging out. All white. And my one friend who's a newcomer to the circle is POC.
Oh, I got very much involved in the story that I forgot I was making a video. Anyway, so yeah, that looks great, right? Let's see another one.
I just realized why I like my practical more than my non-practical.
Okay, so yeah, it is really neat. You can see the voiceover is perfectly synced with the video. Everything is perfect. The padding is perfect. The text is bright enough and big enough for the viewer to read. So let's move to the next task, which is to upload these videos to YouTube as shorts. So I'm going to say, I want to now upload the generated videos to YouTube as shorts. Write the code for the same. Or I'm going to say, write a new function to do this. So it's suggesting me to use the YouTube upload library to upload the video. If you look at the code, it's actually dealing with uploading only one single YouTube video, but we have a folder that has multiple videos and we want to upload all these videos to YouTube. So I'm just gonna rephrase my question and ask it to modify the code in such a way that it uploads all the videos inside a particular folder. And also we want to make sure that it is being uploaded as a shorts video. So I'll say also make sure that the video is being uploaded as a short video and not as a normal video. It came up with a solution by using the OS module to list all the files in the directory and then upload each file to YouTube. But I don't think it got us when I said that, we want to upload the video as a shorts video. Because what it did is it just put the category as short video, but that's not it. So I don't think it understands the difference between a normal video and a shorts video. But fortunately, I found a Stack Overflow thread, and in order to upload a video as short, you can just include the hashtag shorts in your title and in your description, and make sure that the video is less than 60 seconds, and YouTube will automatically categorize that video as a YouTube short. Anyway, so I'm just gonna copy this code, paste it here, set the path of the output folder. And I also need an API key. So let me go ahead and get one from my Google Cloud Console. As ChatGPT said, before you can use the YouTube upload library, you will need to create a YouTube API key and enable the YouTube Data API v3. So let me go ahead and enable the YouTube API from my Google Cloud Console. And then I will need to go ahead and create a API key. So I'll just click on create credentials, create API key, copy it and paste it here. I also need to install the YouTube upload library with pip. So I'll just copy the command and install it. Okay, so it seems like pip is not able to find the module named YouTube upload. So I'm gonna say it seems like there is no library that can be installed with pip install YouTube upload. Oh, there you go. I am correct. So it completely switched up and it eliminated the use of YouTube upload library, and instead it is now relying upon the official Google Auth and Google API Python clients which are developed by Google. So I do agree that this is a lot more cleaner approach than making use of the YouTube upload library. But for some reason that library doesn't even exist. So I don't even know why it suggested that to start with. It now gave us some code. It created a function that says YouTube upload to YouTube, and it has written the logic to do all of the uploading stuff. I'm just gonna import this to my project. So I've imported the upload to YouTube function to my code, which takes in the file, the title, and the description. So I'm enumerating each file in our output directory, just like ChatGPT told us, and I'm passing each video file to the upload to YouTube function along with the title and the description. And I'm also making sure to include the hashtag shorts in both the title and the description so that YouTube will treat that particular video as a YouTube short. So just for this demonstration, I only want to upload one single video to YouTube. I do not want to keep uploading all the videos inside this output directory. So I'm just going to upload the first file in this output directory, and then I'm just gonna break out of the for loop. The reason I'm doing this is simple. I do not want to bombard my channel with the short videos, because if I keep uploading multiple videos without any gap, then my channel might be terminated due to spam. And obviously I'm not posting these videos to my main channel. I just created a new channel in order to demonstrate this, but still I do not want to risk getting banned for spam. So I'm just going to upload one video, which is the first video inside the output directory. So yeah, that should be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and execute my script now, and let's see. So it's going to first retrieve all the top posts and save it into a JSON file, and then it's going to create a video by displaying the post title and the content on a black background, create a voiceover using the Google text to speech, and finally combine the audio with the video and then upload it to YouTube. I should say 90% of this code is written by ChatGPT. I only had to do some minor modifications myself in order to better suit my use cases and customize my code, but everything else, as you just saw, is written or is generated by ChatGPT, which is awesome. So let's just wait and watch what happens. Look at that. It says that the video has been uploaded successfully, and it also gave us a YouTube URL. So let me open it up.
I got told off.
And there is our video. So let me open it up.
I got told off.
And there is our video. Can you believe that we completely automated the creation of this video and the upload process to YouTube as well? And we did not even write the code for it. We used an artificial intelligence to generate the code for us. How incredible is that? I guess it all depends on how patient you are in making ChatGPT understand your requirement. And I believe it will be able to generate or add whatever functionality that you require in your code. You just have to be good at expressing yourself to ChatGPT. And that's what I have understood from using ChatGPT for 2 days. So yeah, once again, this is incredible. It is nothing short of magic. So go ahead, give ChatGPT a try. It's a wonderful resource. Anyway, that'll be it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like this video, please do not forget to leave a thumbs up below, and also do leave a comment in the comment section. If you're not yet a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button and also turn on the bell icon so that you receive instant updates from my channel. So I'll see you in the next video. Until then, cheers.